How are we doing, guys? Welcome to the preview and the predicted lineup. Arsenal against West Ham. And if this was not a big enough game already, it's even bigger. Because during the week, Liverpool dropped more points away to Aston Villa. Now, before I start, there's a lot of comments in my previous video about whether I had been in a fight or I had got a black eye. It's just a viral infection. It's that simple. And for everybody that doesn't know, with my medical condition, I suffer from Crohn's disease. One of the downsides to that is obviously my immune system. I'm more susceptible to get things like this, especially this time of year. So stop panicking. I've not been fighting. Haven't got a black eye. I'm absolutely fine. But listen, let's move on. Arsenal West Ham. Some will say that this is a game that we will look at from last season that could have actually, or did, not could have, lost us the title. We lost at home against West Ham. And there was that very dubious goal where the ball didn't cross the line or did cross the line or... Listen, it crossed the line. We got absolutely stung. Well, the first time we've been stung with a ball not crossing the line or crossing the line, and yeah, but we won't go and get into that one. But listen, this game has extra significance because, like I said, Liverpool go and drop points. And yeah, it was a game that, you know, we were looking at and thinking, okay, if they go and win, they go 10 points clear. We might have the game in hand, but it puts the pressure on us. If they don't win, it gives a bit of momentum. And I know I've always said I'd rather points on the board than games in hand and everything else. And at the moment, it's 8. But we do have that game in hand. And it's flipped very quickly. We needed 3 teams to do us a favour. At the moment, 2 teams have helped us. Everton, Aston Villa. We now need one more favour. We beat West Ham tomorrow. And, you know, Man City beat Liverpool on Sunday. Then the title is mathematically in Arsenal's hands. Win all our remaining games. There's nothing that Liverpool can do. Well, one thing they could do is they play us in that. But win all our games, we win the league. That's simple. Liverpool could win all of their remaining games, bar the one against us, and they wouldn't be able to do anything. We literally wouldn't need a favour from anybody. It'd be just down to us. So, from a couple of weeks ago, where we were sitting there going, that's it, it's done. We need loads of favours. We need 3 favours here and there, and it's now just one favour we need. Just one favour. I'd rather have that, you know, and the destiny of the title in your own hands rather than loads of favours and watching games and going, please, please hold out, please beat, please get draw, please. We wouldn't have to, because it wouldn't matter. If we win our games, we could watch the Liverpool games going, oh, well, if they win, they win. Still don't matter. We're ahead. We're winning. Like, do you get what I mean? It's tough. And, like, don't get me wrong. I do not think that we will go all the way and win every single game, and neither will Liverpool. There'll be twists and turns, and we'll drop points here and there, and so will they. And it's a title race. This is what happens. And I don't think Liverpool are Man City, where they're going to go and win 10, 11, 12 games in a row. That's what I think anyway. But, yeah, listen, that could be a big boost. Go win this game. Go 5 points behind. Be level on games. Then you can sit back, enjoy the weekend, see how they do at the Etihad. If they lose or even draw, it stays at 5 or 6 points. We have a game in hand. Yeah, if it's a draw, then it makes the permutations a little bit different. Because what could potentially happen if we win all of our games, Liverpool win all theirs, bar the one against us, is that we finish the season on the same amount of points. Yeah, then it goes down to goal difference. And at the moment, we ain't got the firepower, have we? So, although the goal difference is only about 5 or 6, so it's not actually that bad. Yeah, you'd be thinking it was 15, 20 or something like that, the way people talk, but it's not. It's actually 5 or 6, so you never know. And last game of the season, we're playing Southampton, who will obviously by then be relegated, and Aaron Ramsdale back in goal will just end up going like this and have holes in his hands and let loads in for his mates. Wishful thinking. But listen, at the end of the day, Let's go about our business. Let's get our job done. And that's all we can do. And then it will literally be handed over to Liverpool and say, off you go. We've done our job. What are you going to do? Are the cracks appearing? Are the wheels falling off? Are you starting to feel the pressure? We'll wait and see. So, yeah, let's go and get into the lineup. We've had a nice break. There's not a load of games coming, so I don't think the changes will be loads. We've got some big games coming up, don't get me wrong. We've got Forest away. We've got PSV away in the Champions League. We've got Manchester United away, which on paper should be easy, but it's Manchester United at Old Trafford. Our record's horrendous there, even though we won there last season. PSV at home in the second leg of the Champions League, and then Chelsea at home, which is our game in hand. So, tough games. But if you want to win trophies, you want to win titles, Champions Leagues, whatever it might be, that's the nature of it. You look at Liverpool, they finished first in the Champions League groups, and they end up getting PSG. Like, we could all end up meeting each other. We could potentially be playing Real Madrid in a quarter-final. They could be playing Aston Villa. Who knows? But it's the business end of the season. You take what you get. So with that said, let's go and get into the lineup. Starting off in goal, David Raya. Very, very simple, very straightforward. Right back, Jurrien Timber. Ben White is back, but he won't be playing at the moment. He won't be starting. And like I said, we've had plenty of rest, so I feel that this is perfect timing. Absolutely fine. Jurrien Timber plays. Right centre-back, William Saliba. Again, very straightforward. Left centre-back, Gabriel. Again, very straightforward. Left back, Miles Lewis-Skelly, Calafiori. You know, every time he does come on, I see something. But Miles Lewis-Skelly hasn't done nothing to warrant being taken out of the side. And with us playing once a week at the moment, there's no need for rest or anything, so he plays. In the midfield, I was debating Jorginho for this one. And I would actually start with Jorginho for this game. I felt that Thomas Partey had a really poor game against Leicester. But I just feel that West Ham, given their injuries, they've got the likes of Paqueta missing, Somerville, you know, is it Kufau, I think it is, that's injured. I remember seeing the list of who they got injured. They've got a lot of injuries. So I just feel that West Ham, the way that they set up and the way they will come to the Emirates will be with a low block, like everybody else, and they will just try to frustrate the life out of us. And I just feel Jorginho is better suited for that kind of environment, to just pick those little pockets and play the tempo at the pace we need it to be played at. So that's why I'm playing Jorginho for this game. On the right-hand side, Ethan Nwaneri, star man against Leicester. And with those kind of performances, everyone's going to be taking notice. So you're going to have to be careful. And it wouldn't surprise me if teams start doubling up on Nwaneri in the same way that they do with Saka. And at 17 years old and everything else, it's how he deals with that and navigates it, etc. But I think he'll be fine. And yeah, listen, another big performance. It's mad that we've got to rely on a 17-year-old, but it is what it is. Next to him, Martin Odegaard, needed captain's performance. It was better against Leicester, but still some moments where I think something's not quite right or missing, but overall, fine. Next to him, Declan Rice, of course, playing against West Ham, his former club. He's going to want to get the 3 points for Arsenal. It's as simple as that. On the left-hand side, and this may surprise you, but I do believe Mikel Arteta will play Raheem Sterling. Now, hear me out on this. This is not my idea. I'm just kind of trying to get into the thought process of Mikel Arteta. Now, whether we like this or not, okay, you have to just hear me out on this. Raheem Sterling is going to be involved for the next month or so until Martinelli, Saka, etc. are all back. He is going to be a part of what we're doing. There's nothing that we can do about that. The numbers are so short that he's needed. Mikel Arteta needs to play him into form somehow. It might not work. Might not be able to play him to, into form. It might be too far gone. But he needs to try and do it. Because we need him. There is no simple explanation for everything that, with Moreno did and everything. I thought it was great. It was the situation. It was 0-0 coming off the bench. I just feel for this game at home, West Ham, I feel it could well be suited to just play Sterling in it. Moreno may well be more suited to the Nottingham Forest game or even Manchester United. But for this one at home, the injuries to West Ham and everything else, I just feel Sterling will play and Mikel will try to get him into form, assist, a goal, whatever it might be. It might work, it might not, but he's got to try because we've got to use him. We don't have any other options, so that's the thought process. And then up front as the striker will be Trossard. And like I said, my whole thought process behind it, why Moreno wouldn't start, could surprise me and play him as the 9. I'm just not sure. Given the circumstances at home, West Ham, injuries, they're my reasoning. So there we go. So listen, that's it for the preview and the predicted lineup. Get the 3 points. Go about our business. Do our job. And then we can turn around to Liverpool and say, right, done what we had to do. Over to you boys. Go on, off you go. Show us what you got. What are you going to do? Let us see. And then what will be, will be. So, yeah, let's get the 3 points and then we move on. Then we can put our feet up and relax over the weekend and then see what Liverpool do at the Etihad and whether Manchester City can actually turn up and whether their defenders can actually defend. I won't hold my breath, but we'll wait and see. So there we go. That is it for the preview and the predicted lineup. As usual, let me know in the comment section whether you agree or disagree. And of course, if you're new around here, hit the subscribe button, smash a like on this video, and I will see you lot very soon. I'm out of here.